Hey guys, I just got in for review a Fulaim X5 active noise cancellation wireless microphone set. Now this looks like it has two microphones and a receiver as well as a charging case. Let's get this out of the box so we can check this out. All right, so here we go. Let's see what's inside the box here. It's got a nice little tab here and it says to open. So when we first open the box, it looks like we're greeted with some user manual and a case. And there's a little thing here that probably has charging cables, I would imagine. Okay, so we have some wind muffs and a charging cable. So two wind muffs, a charging cable, and an audio cable, and some charging cable adapters. So this is everything that's in the box here. And this is the charging case. Let me just take this off. Sorry about the plane overhead, but you know, what can I do? Yeah, it says actually, it literally says charging case. Fulaim X5. It's a nice case. USB charging port right here in the back. And when you lift it up, it looks like we have our two microphones and our receiver. So the two transmitters and the receiver. Now it's blinking red, so I don't know if that means that it's charging or that they need to be charged. You know, I just opened the box, so more than likely it needs to be charged. Wow, this is extremely small. Look how tiny this is. Looks like there's a power button and a set button. There's a jack so you can plug in another lavalier. This is the internal microphone and then a charging port. It has a nice little clip to attach to your shirt or wherever you want to mount it. Then we have the transmitter. So these are the two receivers right here. And it looks like by me just taking them out of the box, oh, you know what? They're magnetic, because look, as I'm moving them around, they're actually sticking to each other. That's kind of funny, actually. All right, let's just put that right there. I'm trying to put that right there. Okay, and this is the transmitter. I mean, this is the receiver. So if I hit the power button on there, does it have a charge? I may have to charge this up. Oh, wait a minute. It said welcome. Okay, so I can see that. I'm not sure which one is 1 and 2. Test, test, 1, 2, 3. Check, check, check. Okay, so this is microphone 1. I'm not sure if you guys can see this or not, but I can see on this screen here, it's kind of hard to see in the light, that I have a good signal and that this microphone right here, I'm just talking into this. This is channel 1. You know what? Let's just get this onto my camera and we'll give it a test. So it's a little bit windy where I am right now. So I'm going to use the wind muff that comes on it. And I'm just going to, it looks like it just pops right on. So let me see what happens when I do that. I'm just going to push it right on, and is there something I have to do? Oh, I see, there's like little indents. So it just goes right on just like that. Okay, so I'm gonna switch out. Right now I'm using the Rode Wireless Go. I've been using it this entire time up until now. I'm going to switch to this Fulaim, and we're gonna see what this sounds like. Okay, so now I am using the X5. I have it mounted here on my sweater along with the Rode so we can switch back and forth and see what it sounds like. But first, I'm going to walk to the water going backwards, and then I'm going to turn around and see if this cuts out at all, because I know with the Rode, more than likely it's going to cut out when I turn around because I'm not line of sight. So this is the Fulaim X5. I'm just walking towards this water, and then I'm just going to turn around. And what do you guys think of the audio quality? Now, I'm using a Lumix GH6. I brought the audio down to -12 because this seems way louder and than the Rode that I have, the way I have the settings in that right now. So, okay, I'm turning around. Am I cutting out at all? So as I turned around, did I cut out at all? I'm going to turn around again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Could you hear me while I was reciting the alphabet just now? I'm going to turn around and go backwards. So if I did cut out, at what point did I cut out? And if I did, when will it pop back in? So did it cut out at all? I don't know. As I come back and I lose the line of sight, does it cut out? I'm going to have to listen to this audio and check it out. But before I do, I'm going to switch back to the Rode just so you can hear the difference in the audio quality from the Rode Wireless Go to the Fulaim X5. Okay, so now I am on the Rode Wireless Go, and I'll just really quickly do this test. I already know that the Rode is going to cut out. So turn around. More than likely I cut out as I turn around. Now, I'm not sure how far that has to be, but typically this is a really good test. Like as I come out here towards the water, I should have lost the audio as soon as I turned around. You could probably hear me cut out just as soon as I did that, right? So I'm just going to come back because this isn't a Rode test. This is a Fulaim X5 test. I'm going to plug the Fulaim back in. Okay, so that's the Fulaim X5. What do you guys think? Could you hear a difference in the sound, in the way it sounds? Is it full? You know what, in the comments below, do me a favor, let me know what you think of this. Right now, I think it's a pretty cool system. I'm gonna have to hear it back at home, but the fact that it comes with a charging case is nice. 2 microphones and a receiver, 2 transmitters and receiver is always awesome. The one thing it doesn't have is another lavalier, but that's not the point of it. The point of it is to be mounted right here on your shirt or your jacket or whatever it might be. Now, if you do end up buying a Fulaim X5, just make sure of one thing. Now, because I made a mistake. When I put this on earlier, the wind muff actually fell off because I didn't put it on correctly. I saw my dog playing with it. I was like on the ground and I was like, what's that doing there? Well, it has some indentations, so you can actually just put it on and mount it, but you have to make sure to twist it, and then it's on there and it's not going to be coming off. If you don't twist it, then if you put it on, it's just going to pop right off. So just keep that in mind. Put it on and twist, and it's perfect. Now, one thing to note is that if you keep the dead cat on here, the little wind muff, you cannot close the charging case. So you're gonna have to just remove it, but it's easily removed. You just twist it and it comes right off. And there you go. All right, so I'm back here on another day because after talking with a Fulaim representative, they told me that they thought that this would probably perform a little bit better than it did. So, and maybe I had interference because I was wearing the Rode Wireless Go along with the Fulaim X5 right next to it. So I'm gonna do another test, and I'm gonna just use the Fulaim. Right now I'm just using the on-camera microphone, so it may sound a little different than it did before. One thing I wanted to mention, isn't it awesome how when you open the case, it all just powers right on, and that's very, very cool. I love it. I love the fact that as soon as I take this out, it's ready to go, and that's pretty amazing. One more thing, the actual screen on the receiver, now I don't think you can see it, but in daylight, it's very hard to see. I mean, it's really, really hard to see. I'm gonna go in the dark, or I'm gonna go inside, and I'll show you exactly how it looks. But when you're outside in the outdoors, like in sunlight, you can barely see this at all. So this is more, this is better used indoors than out. But I can still see that it has a signal, and that it's working. As I was saying, when you are out in full sunlight, you can really hardly see the screen on the receiver. But when you're indoors, you can very clearly see the screen. You can see the levels coming in to the microphone from the transmitter. And also you can change your levels. There's this little button on the side, the set button. And when I change it, you're going to see this change here, the dB meter, you know, it changes levels. So if it's too hot, you can lower it, and if it's too low, you can make it louder. Another thing I wanted to mention, because I didn't do this and I'm going to test this now, is that this has a button on the side to turn on active noise cancellation. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a test with it off, and then I'm going to do a test with it on, and we're going to see what we end up with. So let me hook this back up to the camera and give it a try. Well, I've gone ahead and I've switched back to the Fulaim X5 only. There is no Rode Wireless Go here on my jacket. So I'm going to start walking backwards towards the water, and we're going to see what happens when I turn around. If it performs better than it did before without the interference of the Rode Wireless Go next to the transmitter. So I'm just going to be walking to the water, and then I'm going to turn around. So I'm about halfway to the water right now. What happens when I turn around right now? Can you guys still hear me as I am facing the water? So did I cut out at all? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to continue walking backwards. Not that I ever would, but let's just say you wanted to start with a walk up and you wanted to walk towards the camera. So at least you know that you're going to have a signal this far away. So now I'm just about by the water, and I'm going to turn around, and then I'm going to start walking backwards so we can see if it does cut out, when does it come back in. So now I'm facing the water, and I'm going to walk backward, and you can actually hear me, and I'm not just talking to myself. Now, did it cut out? We're going to see in a second, but I'm still walking towards the camera, and now I'm more than halfway, so I'm going to flip around and come back. So now I don't know if I cut out or not. But anyway, let's turn on active noise cancellation and see what happens. So all I really need to do is push this set button right here. You guys can see that? Let me block my face. You guys can see the set button. There's a little blue light over here. When I press the set button, the other blue light, the second blue light lights up, and now I am in noise cancellation. So I'm going to just clip this back on my shirt here, my jacket. And does it sound any different? This is with active noise cancellation on. So I am in a park where there are a lot of airplanes and people walking around. I want to see if this changes the way it sounds, and if an airplane does come by or a helicopter does come by, what it does to the noise all around me. Now, I can hear the rumble of airplanes around me right now. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to walk backwards and do the same exact test with the noise cancellation on. Do you guys hear a difference in the way it sounds? I'm about halfway to the water now. I'm going to turn around. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Did I cut out? Did I cut out at all? You guys are going to have to let me know, and I won't see this until later in post. So now I'm going to continue down to the water, and then I'm going to turn around. So, okay, I'm right by the edge here, and I'm Wireless Go did. From what I heard earlier, it did. So this is the Fulaim X5. And, did I mention just how small this is? I mean, it is like half the size of the Rode Wireless Go, and it's I think it sounds better, and it seems to be performing better to me as well. Okay, anyway, this is with active noise cancellation on. I'm going to turn it off just so you can hear the difference again. I do hear the rumble of an airplane coming by. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but I'm going to turn active noise cancellation off so we can see the difference right now. Okay. Active noise cancellation is off. There is a worker truck driving by. Can you hear that in the background? I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to turn it back on real quick. Active noise cancellation is now on again. Is there a difference? Okay, so now since this is a dual transmitter microphone system, I have brought in a friend of mine, Dhyogo Acevedo, who also has a YouTube channel on Dhyogo Acevedo on YouTube. And we are in a grocery store parking lot. Now we're also going to be testing out the active noise cancellation that the Fulaim X5 has. So you're going to hear all sorts of noises around us, maybe carts, horns honking, cars driving by, people talking. I'm actually going to start walking away, and I want to test how well this works. So in an interview situation, this is where the microphones come in handy when you have two of them in a package. So Dhyogo, tell us about your channel.
So my channel is about lifestyle in California. So, but today I do also some reviews for microphones and cameras. So today we're gonna just test it out, this item here, this beautiful thing here. So let's see if it's good.
Okay, so now I'm gonna start walking back there. You stay here, and you tell me what kind of camera have you been using lately? What kind of cameras do you have?
So he's walking by so far away. So I have Sony A1 and a Sony A7S III. That he has one too, but he's recording now on the G86 right now. He's still walking, talking.
So now the thing is, I know that he just bought a Sony 70-200 lens. Now that was a very expensive lens. Now the test here is, I'm talking to you right now, and when I turn around, have a cloud, can I
hope you guys can listen to him?
That's the question. Now, obviously, you wouldn't be doing this in an interview situation. You know, it would be a totally different thing. But I've got the wind muff on, and it is blowing kind of windy out here, so I want to see just how this microphone also has the capability to knock the wind down. So I'm going to now turn on the active noise cancellation, and you do it as well. And by doing that, all we have to do is touch this little yellow button. It lights up two lights, and we are good to go. Two blue lights on.
Let's see if it works better. It's a lot of wind now blowing.
Okay, so now, yes, as you said, there's lots of wind right now. And
what do you guys think?
We're going to be going to the Cinegear Expo next month in just a few weeks. So you're going to see him again in some of my videos.
And I hope I can test some microphones over there.
Yeah, so how does it sound? Can you guys hear the difference with the active noise cancellation on versus off? Now here, you can see Kirk here works at the grocery store.
I'm straight here.
And he is moving the carts around. Kirk, can you smash the carts together?
I just did.
No, smash the carts together.
Oh.
Go ahead. All right, so now how does that sound when I'm talking and he's doing that? Go ahead, smash them together again.
Good.
Okay, so does it pronounce my voice a little bit clearer? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to check this out.
That's a lot of noise. It's a lot of wind blowing up. It's a lot of wind blowing.
All right, so I'm going to turn this off just so you can hear the difference again. I'm going to push the button one more time.
If you can good and see. Yeah, I'm good now.
Okay, active noise cancellation is off. So this is the difference between it being on and it being off.
It's off and on.
Check
the wind now. It's a lot of wind now. It's a lot of wind.
All right, let's move on.
It's good to go, guys. Subscribe my channel, okay? Links on the bottom.
Another thing I wanted to talk about is the price of the Fulaim X5, which is right now, as today when I'm shooting this on Amazon, $149.99, which comes with the two transmitters and the receiver and a charging case, as well as some other accessories in the box. Comparing it to, let's say, the Rode Wireless Go. Oh, and by the way, there could be even a $20 off coupon, making this $129. So for $130, you get all of this and active noise cancellation as well. Let's compare this to the Rode Wireless Go. For one, which does not have active noise cancellation, you get a transmitter and a receiver for $269. For two transmitters and a receiver, you get you pay $299. So $300 versus $130, and it sounds better, and it doesn't cut out as much as the Rode. I mean, this is kind of like a no-brainer, isn't it? For the price, I think this is a heck of a deal, and it performs exceptionally well. These guys at Fulaim have definitely got a winner on their hands. Once again, this is the Fulaim X5. What do you guys think? Please, in the comments below, let me know your thoughts. What do you hear the difference between the Rode Wireless Go and the Fulaim X5? Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and know that there's plenty more coming. I have a lot of microphones to test now. So if you wouldn't mind subscribing so you can see more of my videos, that would be appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.